Let's see if anybody comes in here. How's it going, CBA? Out here doing a little bit of bait fishing, but I can't come out without bringing out some catfish rods. So I brought out a couple of rods. Hope I catch some real bait to put on them because right now, the only thing I got on them is chicken. And I don't like chicken, especially plain chicken. I need to dip this rod or something. Snake River, Georgia, how's it going? Out here trying to do a little bit of bait fishing, try to catch some bait for this weekend's tournament. Give me a second. I dip my rod. Or my reel, I mean. Oh, snagged up already. Water is way down. I'm talking, it's probably down by a good 10 foot right now. Click on. Can't see without my glasses, can't see with them. The sun needs to go down where it's out of my eyes. I don't know if y'all can see them rods pretty good back there. That's the only 2 catfish rods I got out. And one of them's my green fish layer rod I built. And the other one is the first one is a whisker seeker. And the second was my green catfish slayer rod I built. Oh, I can believe it. All the water I'm missing is over there. I can imagine. Y'all got hammered. You only got an hour or two to come out, so I figured I'd come out and uh test my luck. I need to try to get some bait because right now I don't have any good bait for this weekend's tournament. Uh, Usually when I come down here, I do pretty good catching like white bass. I can usually catch white bass pretty well, drum, the occasional carp down here, the occasional skipjack. Unfortunately, all of them when I catch them is always on night crawler. I never catch them on. I come down here with some sabiki rigs. I spend almost 2.5 hours walking up down this bank, almost a mile. Never caught a skipjack. I go out, I throw a night crawler, and on the retrieve, I'll land a skipjack. So I've done it a couple times now, so that's what I'm hoping for today. The bait fish moves. I just gotta find out where they're at as far as how far out they are. Sometimes they're like a few feet from the shore. Sometimes they're 10, 12 foot out. So far, nothing's hit my night crawler. So I just keep on casting out, try to get a bite. B City, how's it going? Fishing frustrations, what's up, brother? Trying to catch a bait right now. Need to take my bait rod apart, my bait reel, I mean. Never used the bait click on it until the other day, and now it just makes an awful noise even when I turn the bait click off. So I'm guessing the bait click is getting stuck in mid position. I don't know. Mike's Fishing Home, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. I understand that, brother. I understand that. I wish I was back to work right now. I ain't got to work for almost 4 months now. It's killing me. Of course, it wouldn't even no good to go back to work right now because I took a 3 mile walk the other day trying to get found a new fishing spot, and I had to stop every half mile. And when I'm at work, I'm used to walking 26, 28 miles a day. So I don't know how that would work. finding out distance they're in or what depth they are, because usually by now out here, David Glacier, how's it going? Usually by now it takes a few seconds of casting it out. Bait out here that something would hit it. But so far it doesn't even capture it. So I'm either not at the right spot or I'm deep or too shallow. I gotta find out where they're at. So I gotta keep on moving my bait where I can hit, and then I'll be good. Once I locate them, I'll be catching them all along for an hour. We'll try about 5 months in the bank. I've seen a lot of things. No, maybe they're in very close. We will see. I like to catch at least 4 or 5 white bass, a couple perch, a couple small drum, or I even take small carp. That's the small carp. But I won't use big carp for bait. I let them go because I like catching them too much. One or two pounds, use him, and that they go back. It is very hot. Got a little tug that time. Oh, something big throw it out that way. And you'll go hit one of my catfish rods. Put it down, put it down. See what happens. They got to be somewhere around here. I can jump up sporadically all the way up and down in front of me, beside me, and they're jumping different distances. Sometimes they'll jump out about 4 foot from the bank. The other times they'll jump out about 6 to 8 foot out from the bank. Sometimes they jump out 10 foot. So it's basically targeting them and find out where they're at. This is my last attempt this week. Steve Adams, what's up, brother? Glad you made it in. Telling everybody I'm out here bait fishing right now for this weekend's tournament. That's my attempt at least is to bait fish. I do got 2 catfish rods, which I need to put move my tripod. I can't see catfish rods. I can't see them. I do got 2 catfish rods behind me. Only brought 2 with me. I can't come to the river without taking catfish rods. I just can't. Even though this is a bait fishing, but you always gotta see if they're biting. I mean, I never catch bait. I never catch catfish during the day here in Kentucky. I think out of all the years I've been fishing down here, the 35 plus years I've been fishing this river, I think out of 1,000 or more fish, 2,000 or more fish I've caught in this river, I would have to say that only maybe 10 or 15 of them come at day. I mean, they don't like it. They just never have. So I'm gonna try to prove myself wrong. So I figured I'd put out a catfish rod. That first rod is a whisker rod, 9.5 foot whisker sticker. Raymond, how's it going? Terry, how's it going? The first rod's 9.5 foot whisker sticker. I have a Ming Yang reel, Ming Yang CL80 on it. It's the gold series, so I wanted something to match the orange. The green rod is the one I built, which is my catfish slayer rod. Alvin, how's it going? It's got a Abu Garcia 6501 mini rocket series, the camouflage limited edition. I put it on there. So I've got on the first rod I've got chicken. On the whiskey seeker rod I got chicken. On the fish layer rod I have pork fat. Jody, how's it going? I'm hoping the bait fish start biting. I'd like to have some fresh fish to throw out there. I have seen a couple good rows today, so if the fish are out here moving around, maybe if I got some good bait, maybe I will catch a catfish today. I don't know. There was one right out there by my bait right there. But right now, I got to catch bait first, and they're not biting for some reason. I see them moving. The other day, I come up here. This is my second time in the last 2 days up here. I come up the day before yesterday. Here comes a jet ski. Gonna mess everything up. I come up here the day before yesterday and was casted out about 30 yards on the bottom with a night crawler. Actually, about 60 yards out with a night crawler. I was trying to see if I could hook into one of these. Mistake, let him pass. I was trying to see if I could hook into one of these eel we got swimming through. They said we'll have eel swimming through for the next, well, until the temperature drops another 10 to 15 degrees and they'll stop swimming through. This guy wants to get smacked upside the head. Aaron, what's up? This guy's about to get hit with a sinker next time he comes through here. He's doing that on purpose. Big Matt, what's up? 351, how's it going? Everybody, this is mainly a bait fishing mission. Just saying, I have to let this water calm down. This guy comes through with a jet ski that messed up everything. That's kind of 8-ounce sinker in a place he don't want. Anybody that just come in, it's basically a bait fishing. Trying to get some bait up for this weekend. And I figured I can't come to the river without bringing at least 2 catfish rods with me. So we're gonna try to get some bait and hopefully catch some catfish at the same time. Now, I don't normally catch catfish during the day, so we're gonna see if that works. I also don't have any real good bait. I got chicken and I've got pork fat and night crawlers. Is all I'm using right now. Usually by now I would have caught at least one bait fish. Either be a drum, carp, or skipjack or something. But I'm seeing them jump, but they ain't biting. What I was saying before that guy come through with the jet skis is I come up here 2 days ago, and that's why I got the video was too windy where I couldn't go live. My phone got knocked over. I was way out there, about 30, anywhere between, I'd say 50 to 60 yards out on the bottom with a night crawler. Caught a baby flathead. I'm talking so small it wasn't even funny. About 6 inches long. He swallowed the dang hook. Lance, how's it going? I went up cutting him up, putting him on the bait because he wasn't gonna live. Because when he swallowed the hook, he was probably gonna bleed real bad. As soon as I pulled him out of the water, blood everywhere. So I knew he wasn't gonna live. So I cut him up, put him on the hook, and he was on there for maybe 45 minutes. And I got a good hit on him, but no serious touchdown. Probably another flathead because I don't know of any other fish that'll attack a flathead. I don't catch any bait up here today. It leads me to going back to my creek to get bait. And I really like to have river fish. I mean, skipjack, shad, something like that. So white bass. Try casting this over here. I keep on seeing a bunch of them jump, so give it a good splash over there. See what happens. I'm setting my bait rod in my lap. Hard to believe one jet here to cause that much weight and that much waves. I am fishing my normal spot. I went out, as y'all might have seen from the video the other day, I went out for a 2-hour hike, or a 4-hour hike, 3 miles total, about a 4-hour hike, looking for new bank spots, and there is none. There is none nowhere, so we're back to my normal spot I normally come to, which unfortunately the water is way low. I mean, it is actually down by probably a good, I'd say 10, 15 foot. I'll give y'all a panoramic view of where I normally fish and how it works. And then y'all be able to see how down it is. It's a nightmare. All right, we're gonna take a panoramic view. There's a tree I normally use. All right, give me a second, y'all. I'm waiting for this tree. A plane goes by so y'all can hear me. All right, thank you. All right, here's the tree I normally use. As you can see, it's got rod oil built onto it because it don't go nowhere. The fruits of it are still alive. You see greenery. So I actually I brought holders to it. I fish here so much where I wouldn't have to carry them. That's the tree I had to climb in when the water up to get the fish to get them past this tree. And that's where I normally sit, right on the other side of that tree right there, up on that bank. Now, this is where I'm sitting at. I would say it's extremely low. The only good thing about it is I did find 2 of my sinkers that I lost a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago. So that's good. Anytime you find your gear and get it back, it's always a plus, especially when you're using 5 to anywhere between 5 to 8 ounce sinkers. When you get them back, it's always a plus. You try and get the camera back where y'all can see the rods. There we go. Y'all can see the rods. And I got to sink this down in the mud to where it don't go flying again. The other day I had the leg sunk down in the mud and it still went flying. The wind was so bad. But it was so bad out here that I literally, wind was trying to blow me over. So, yeah, that's about how it is here too, Terry. It's a low like winter flow. But see, the bad part is we get, during the winter, it drops down like this. They lower it down like this because of the lock and stuff. Because I've got a power plant on this side of me and a power plant on this side of me. And they lower the water down, but it usually goes back up. It's usually, this is my normal level, what I'm used to seeing actually, but it's been up. Chunky Cats, how's it going? Thanks for coming in, brother. But I'm used to sitting up here a little bit further, and the fishing is usually better when there's more, when the water's up a little bit more, just to be honest. Um, but I have caught some monster when it's been down low like this. And this is the best time right now to catch them monster flatheads, especially when the water's low like that, because they'll hang out on the sledge out here. Because the water, as it comes out, I'll flip y'all around so y'all can see what I'm showing. All this is usually underwater. Like I said, this is all a flat bank, sand bank. Okay, it's all a sand bank. Now that sand bank goes out about another 10 foot, and then it starts to drop. Okay, it'll start to drop off, and it'll drop off about 10 foot. Then it'll slowly go back up like this, about 2 or 3 foot. Then it'll drop off another 5 foot, and it does like this the whole way down. It has like little grooves that go through the side of it, and fish like to lay in them grooves to get out of current. So usually when the water's low like this, it's the best flathead fishing is. And I don't know if y'all can see it too well, but there is a tree down here. You see it laying in the water a long ways. The whole top of the tree, that was one of these 35, 40-foot tall trees that's laying down in the water. The whole top of it's underwater, and it's been there for 3 or 4 years. I've also got 6 of them down this way that does the same thing. Mike T, how's it going, brother? So yeah, that's why we get all these That's why we get all these flatheads in here, because there's a lot of flatheads. Hey, let's see if we pull a Chunky, since Chunky's in the house, get a chopper bite, y'all. Hooks and hammocks, how's it going, brother? Got a military chopper flying by. It might get loud, y'all. Good job. I catch it. That's one of the military choppers flying out of Fort Knox. I have a military base, probably, well, I can show y'all the smokestack. On the other side of those smokestacks down there, right there at that distance down, is one of the biggest military bases in Kentucky. Is Fort Knox. That's where they used to hold all the gold for the National Reserve. Big Slim, what is up? Thank you for coming in. That's where they used to hold all the gold for the National Reserve. But they since moved it back in, I think, in the 80s. They had a big old story about it and all that other stuff. My dad, being retired military, uh, he had some insight view on it. So it was pretty wild how they moved it, though. They had 45 or 50 armored trucks show up at the same time because there was so much gold there. They would have to move it with at least 3 of them, and then they all went different directions to where nobody knew which trucks actually had to go in. It was pretty wild. Smart idea too. Right now I got my rod up, moving out there right up on my rod, big rod, something small, maybe skipjack. I'll go past him a little bit slow to attack the time. It usually works. See if I can get him to hook in. Oh, I need a little bit. I mean, I like to take the bait so I can have some bait for sure. And I'd like to have, get it started. When I come down for the tournament, I plan on having my bait rod out most of the night. So I get a cast down on the bird habits. Because ain't nothing like it. So I plan on going ahead and bringing my bait rod with me. And I usually leave it out all night with me. And I don't know, these spam calls, somebody keeps on calling his phone. And the bad part is, I know it's spam, but nobody besides my wife has that number. The phone I'm using right now to do this live is strictly my uh, YouTube phone. I bought it strictly for that. My other phone, one I use every day, is in my back pocket and it ain't went off. So I'd say it's probably scam. Darlene, how's it going? Thank you for coming in. So far, we haven't got anything. It's going to be a short stream. We're going live at 7 about to talk about the tournament. I just figured I'd get down here to the river one more try to catch some bait before the tournament. If not, I'll be hitting my creek. George Ray, how's it going, brother? Thanks for stopping in. If I don't catch anything today, bait wise, then I still got my trusty Dusty Creek that I go to. I know I can get some bullheads, uh, most likely some bluegills, some shell cracker, some sunfish, some poormouth, an occasional carp because they're the first carp I caught this year was about a 2 pounder. I caught out about 2.5 pounder. I caught out of that creek, and I caught it on accident. Didn't think I was gonna get him in because David Kalen was up. And yeah, I didn't think I was gonna get him in because I had a shady knot. I'm talking shady knot. Uh, my line is broke. Uh, and when it broke, I had a chance of knot in it because I was just using the catch bluegill. And then this carp hit it. When it did, anybody that carp fishes knows how strong they fight. And a carp this long on 6 pound test line with a chintzy knot tied in the middle of it, to tie 2 pieces of string together is not great. All right, let's see here. Somebody just asked a question about a flathead. Give me a second. Steve Austin. Biggest flathead I've caught. The biggest flathead I've caught on YouTube, because I've changed all my. Anybody that's been on my channel knows that I've been doing this for 35 plus years. I've almost broke every state record here in Kentucky within pounds. Since YouTube started, I've reset all my personal best, all my PBs. So right now my PB is only 11.5. I plan on beating that soon. My PB blue is 39 pounds. Plan on beating that soon too. Uh, Before YouTube, both my PB blue and flathead was close. Well, my flathead was close to 100 pounds. It was like right at 80 pounds, and my blue was 101 pounds. But that was caught at the locks and dams, McAlpine locks and dams, and I can't get down there right now, so that don't do no good. That's where all the bigger fish are at. But yeah, that's where that was caught. But in this spot, since I started fishing this spot, the biggest thing I've caught was 11.5 pound platy. Uh, and then I got 39 pound blue, which I do believe at 39 pounds was a lot bigger than 39 pounds. He broke. I had the little cheap analog scales. They wasn't digital or nothing else. Um, Weighed him out. It was dark as can be, and I'm trying to hold the scales up and hold him up, and couldn't hold him up. And then when I get back home, I look at my scales, and what's it say? It says that it's 10 pounds when there's nothing on it. So he bottomed out my 40-pound scales. So he was probably bigger than 39, but we done called it 39. That's what's going to stay. David, I'm working on it, brother. I'm planning on getting down there. Right now, right now I don't have a vehicle that runs. Do not have a vehicle to run. Uh, I'm still working on my POS cruiser. I've been messing with that thing for almost 2 months now. The engine runs like a champ. I guarantee you, I can drive that thing from here to heck. I could probably drive it all the way around the world and back if it stayed running. Real time catfishing. What is up? I'm guessing that would be John. Thank you so much for the. If it is John, thank you so much for the thumbnail. I was planning on using it on this stream, but I didn't get a chance to use it, so I will be using it soon. It's very much appreciated because I don't know how to do thumbnails. Buck Williams, how's it going? I'm really surprised that so far I haven't got anything on this nightcrawler. I've never been able to throw out in this water without getting hit on a nightcrawler almost right away. Here it is, 5:30 in the afternoon. The water's almost just completely still. I mean, there is no current, no nothing. All the fish should be biting like crazy right here on the bank. The bait fish should be, but they're not. I don't know why. I guess I'm just in the wrong spot, so I guess I'm just gonna keep on casting up and down until I find out where they're at. Because once I locate them, I can start loading up on them. The only thing I'm hoping I don't catch today is another baby another baby flathead. I hate when I catch them baby flatheads because most of the time when they grab it, because right now I'm using a size, I want to say a size 2-aught or 3-aught circle hook, since I'm trying to catch such small fish. Uh, so when they grab that hook, they swallow it. And most of the time, it's all the way down in their gills and everything else by the time I get them in. And I hate killing them baby flatheads. It tears me up. Now they do work slightly as bait, as I found the other day, but I don't want to use them for bait unless I have to. I stick with the drum, the perch, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, this river hasn't seen bluegill in it for quite some time. A 33.4 pound channel cat is amazing. My PB channel cat, even before And that's even before YouTube, before I reset all my PBs. It was only like 18, 19 pounds. So 33 pounds is just huge. I don't even think we got them that big here. I'd like to catch something that big because I'm not sure what the state record is here, but it probably ain't much bigger than that. If it ain't smaller than that, it might even be smaller. I'm gonna check it out, Terry. I will check that out. Thank you, frustration. Thank you. Yeah, if you don't mind, hit that thumbs up, and if y'all not subscribed, feel free to. This is my normal thing. Normally, I'm a night fisherman. I do not come out during the day. Um, the only reason why I'm out right now during the day is because I've got to try to find some bait, and I also wanted to test the waters while I'm out. Oh, Jeremy, I've always got a places to fish. I'm in my same spot, brother. Same spot. Worst thing I'm going to be able to do right now, since they got all the Louisville shut down the way they do, is as you can see behind me, this bank does go up quite a bit. And there's a curve right here where it turns a little bit. Um, I may be fishing down that way for the tournament. I'm not sure. Before I leave here today, if I get out of here before it gets dark, I'm gonna walk down that way and check it out and everything. Because there's a cove that goes in real far on the bank. So I'm gonna wind up going and checking that out and see what happens over there. And I can also go about a half mile down this direction also. So I may go up and down the bank at the most. At the same time, I've done fished this whole bank, except for when you get past. I've only fished past them pillars twice. I've only fished past them pillars twice, and I'm pretty sure there's good fishing over there. I'm almost positive there is. Uh, but the last time I went fishing over there, I casted out 3 rods. I got zero rigs back. I lost every rig at one time. So unless I know for a fact I'm gonna catch a fish down there, I'm not gonna waste my rigs. Not at a dollar fifty, $2 a piece. So yeah, this water's turning out to be a solid sheet of glass right now. I usually don't do this at night. I mean, literally, it looks like you could walk across this water. It is just amazing. So calm and peaceful. I'm hoping that changes. I hope something disrupts all the calmness, and I hope it's in the form of a catfish on one of my rods. Like, usually, I don't get bites out here about catfish unless it looks like that. That's what it looks like at night when there's no boat traffic and no barges. It stays that calm. And when it gets calm like that, I call it the calm before the storm. That's usually when I get all my bites. Is when it gets real calm like it is now. I catch a bait fish to throw on my rods so I can have some bait out there and see what happens. Give myself a fair chance to see if they fight good. Now, I will be trying a mysterious bait here in the next week or so, y'all. I will tell you what that is later on. Uh, I gotta make sure that it's legal in Kentucky to use it. So once I find that out, I'll let you know. Duggar, what is up, brother? I see Chris said something about bluegill. In this area, Chris, there has not been bluegill for years. The fish have done ate every one of them out of here. I went up and down this river. I think I found one or two coves, the little creeks that connect to the river, that actually have bluegill. The rest of them don't. Have not been able to find bluegill. Now, luckily, something just hit my bait rod. If I heard that click or not. Luckily, the creek that I fish in actually dumps into the river, and when the river's up, it actually feeds back into that creek. So the bait place I do fish in has the same water as the river. So, because I've noticed there's a pond at my mother-in-law's house where she lives. She lives in a trailer park, and she's got 4 big ponds in there. And when I say big ponds, I'm talking huge ponds. If you're gonna use them on the Ohio River, they work pretty good. That's what I normally use. Uh, that's what I normally use out here. That's what I was talking about by the creek I go to. They have it's full of bluegill, sunfish, and everything, and it's actually connected to the river, uh, which helps out a lot because what I was saying about my mother-in-law's ponds, she's got three huge ponds, and they're full of catfish, bass, bluegill. Most of the bluegill we catch out of them are the size of my hand. I'm talking huge donkey bluegill. Uh, there've been twice that I brought them over here and try to use them with not much success. I mean, they just don't bite on them for some reason. And I don't know if it's because it's a different water system and it changes the scent of them. Because when I go to my creek, which is basically part of this river system, when it backs up, it's got the same water in it. I don't know if the scent is different or what. When I go use the bluegill out there, I get bites right away. But getting them from another location that does not have anything to do with the river, I've had no luck. So if you're out fishing for bluegill and you take them to the Ohio River, if you don't have any luck, it may be because of that, because that's what I've experienced at least. Eddie Gross, how's it going? Thank you. My bait rod did just get a little tap a few minutes ago, but it ain't done nothing since. So we shall see. I got the bait runner on it so I can lay it on the ground. Because normally I use my rod holders. Another little quick. Um, usually I use the rod holders on this tree up here that I was showing y'all earlier. But it's so far from the river right now, it's so far from the water. And as you can see with this bank is treacherous. There's freshwater streams that come through it everywhere. So it gets to the point to where it's almost dangerous and almost deadly to walk up and down this bank. Um, where I'm sitting at right now is just regular sand. It's like sitting on a beach in Florida or something, just regular sand. Oh, yeah. He ain't pulling drag on it, but he's bouncing the tips. So, or he ain't pulling the bait clip, but he's bouncing the tip. So I might get any beans and see what the difference. It getting. That was a whole night crawler. I'll have to switch over, put my little baby bluegill hook on here. Since I'm using it for bait, they swallow it, they swallow it. Ain't gonna matter. But I'm gonna try to keep them alive as long as I can. Kevin coming in the house. I didn't see. Yep. How's it going, Kevin? Thanks for stopping in, brother. On a bait mission right now, trying to catch a bait down here at the river. I got 2 catfish rods out anyway, because I don't come to the river without my catfish rods. But right now, only thing I got on my catfish rods is chicken and pork fat. So hopefully I start catching some bait fish and I'll throw one of them on there. I'll sacrifice one piece of bait so I can have some possible luck. Burnside, what is up, brother? Thank you for coming in. No river taters today, Kevin. And I was almost chilly because I made about a 2-gallon pot of chili last night, and I almost brought some chili down with me. I might be bringing it down this week. I don't know. There are some nice fish out here rolling out pretty far. This river actually looks like a lake right now. It's so dang calm. I've never seen it this calm in my life. I mean, there's zero current killing me. but there's zero current. And I mean, as far out as I can see, almost to the middle of this river, it is just a solid sheet of glass. I am not used to seeing that. You hit that bait with the really goes. Let's see if he does it again. I do need to check on it. Give me just a second. I'm gonna walk down this bank for just a second. Check on this cove right here. It comes up a few feet like this, about 6 foot into the bank, and I'm gonna see if there are any fish laying out of there. I don't believe I missed anything. Oh, Martin, what is up, brother? Thank you for coming in. Randall, thank you for coming in. Like, oh, here. It seems like all the bait fish seem like they look like they're jumping right now. Uh, yard now. I wonder if it's just because the water's so calm right now, or big fish are not in the area. That's a possibility because you usually don't get bites out here until it's dark. So I've actually cast out pretty far distance. I might change up cast down a little bit further since all the bait fish I'm seeing are jumping, so far out. Wait to see if one of these catfish rods go over. Be nice. Prove me wrong because like I said, I very rarely ever catch a catfish during the daytime. I want to prove myself wrong on that. My Costello, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Got 20 great people in the house. Thanks everybody for coming in. Now, the last time I was catching bait fish up here, I was up here 1v1 with Aaron. And I was catching more flatheads on my bait rod than I was anything. I caught 3 flatheads and a baby blue on my bait rod. But then when I pulled him real close, I caught a baby drum and I caught a white bass. So Lee Evans, what's going on, brother? Thank you for coming in. I'm trying, Duggar. I'm trying to catch a fish. I promise you. I'm surprised I haven't got at least a bait fish yet. By now, we've got one of them, especially on nightcrawler. I noticed up here, I can tell up here day, night, whenever. It can be raining, snowing, it don't matter. If I throw out a nightcrawler, I usually catch them. But right now, I'm not catching anything. I don't understand it. I'll change my depths and keep on moving around. I know they're in here. I just got to find out what depth they are and what distance out I got to cast. Once I find that out, I should be able to nail them all day long. Something grab it. A little bit. See what happens. Now watch, this reel's gonna make all kinds of racket, y'all. And they click off. No, that time it didn't do it. It's been like the bait click, staying half engaged and half pointed that home. Bait off on it. Just let it work tight. Since I was getting nibbles a minute ago, see if they can hook themselves into the circle hook. I'm nibbling on already, so maybe I found the spot they're in. Let's see what happens. Then I'm trying to take it raw. How's the fishing tonight? Mike, it bites. It bites. Down here trying to catch some bait, but so far that's eluded me. I'd like to have at least one piece of at least one fish I can cut up, put on my catfish rods. So at least while I'm out here, I can have a chance to catch the catfish. But right now, all I got on there is chicken and pork fat, and I haven't had no luck off chicken down here in years. Smoky, how's it going? Don't think I've ever seen you come in before. Well, there's a lot of ripples out here right in front of my bait rods. I don't know if y'all can see them in the water. That's where it seems like all the bait is at. It's all coming through in a school right there about 25, 30 yards out is where it's coming from. So they're coming up to the bug, so maybe that's why the cat tried that again, but about 10 minutes ago and it didn't work. Frank, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe those ain't the ripples ain't bait fish, they're actual fish, and they grab my one of my catfish rods and they swim by. That would be great. I brought a cast net down here, Duggar, and I've never had any luck with it. I don't know what it is, but I've had zero luck. We sit down here one night. A friend of mine brought one down, and felt like something was chasing my bait, grabbing it like a skipjack. I'm trying to see if I can make it hook up. We brought a cast net down here, a little 10-foot cast net, and we threw it probably close to 100 times and never caught any bait. I don't know if we couldn't get out far enough or not, or what. Never had any luck. Right now, like I said, I think the bait's out about 20 yards, 30 yards out right now, so that's making it hard to catch him because they put me out there where the catfish and stuff are at. I just landed right on top of one of them to come up, so that's what happens. But that puts me right out there in the same catfish waters, so I really don't like doing that because then what happens is I want to catch a catfish on night crawler, which I don't mind doing, but I want to catch bait, I do mind it. Gigi, how's it going? Walked the path about an hour ago, right by me, huh? I believe it. Where, Gigi, where do you normally fish at out here? You don't mind me asking. I've got somebody comes down this way where I go fishing at fish is better down the bank a little bit of ways, and I'm wondering if it's you. Yeah, apparently the apartments that I walked past the other day. Oh, you hike? Okay. You know where Lennings is at? You know where Lennings is at? That's where I normally fish at. I'm not gonna say the full name of the place. I'm just gonna say Lennings because uh, some jump right there 4 foot in the bank. I don't want everybody to know where my spot's at, but you're from this area, so you should know what I'm talking about. First time I've ever seen this river look like this, y'all. It actually literally looks like a pond. Literally looks like a pond. It does not look like. Hey, what's going on, brother? Thanks for coming in. Y'all see me looking down at the bank a lot. It's because I'm looking for footprints, for track marks. We got Dale in the house. Let's see here. KY Chris, what is up, brother? Chad, how's it going? Dang, we're up to 28 people. I appreciate everybody coming in. I didn't think I'd have that many people come in today because it was a spur of the moment. You know, just a spur of the moment fishing. So I'm glad to have everybody in here with me. Fish, fish ain't biting the way they should be. Might put on one of these big old catfish rods and throw a handful of crawlers on it. It's got I'm using 8 catfish double action hook. So I take a handful of night crawlers. I might throw a handful of night crawlers on one of them catfish downstairs in the middle of the river. If I make crawl with that ambassador rocket reel, mini rocket reel I got, I can do that probably a good 100 yards, 120 yards. Cast it out there, see what's out there. There's a lot of action in the water though. But then this calm, you can actually see what the fish are surfacing. Look, yeah, what they look like. And they're only 25 yards out. I don't think I got a float on me. If I did, I'd probably throw a float on here through that. Just heard Uncle Gary. I have seen a lot of action down here. Uh, down here by the. I know there's a lot of plantings down, but I'm seeing a lot of fish action over there by the bank. There's one of these bank way up in there too. And I done gal. Sorry for missing out your name. Thanks for stopping by. Another one I haven't seen in here, I don't think. Everyone is welcome. Everyone's appreciated coming in. I guess hopefully I get to land some kind of fish today, y'all. Even if it is just a bait fish, hopefully I get something off of y'all. It get later in the evening, like it is. Sun sets out here about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Right about 8 o'clock. Uh, the bigger fish should start moving in soon. So the smaller fish should be getting to the bank. I'm seeing a bunch of rippers getting closer and closer to the bank. They still ain't biting my bait rod yet. I could always try new locations. What I need to do is make another rod holder for this bait rod. So y'all can get it if it gets hit. Because right now I've got it laying down. Hey, and I ain't going to fix it. Excuse me. Get some hits it and pulls it sideways. Carolina Real Screamers. Didn't see you come in. Think you come in. Driving home. All right. Be safe. Don't be in your chat too much. I don't want anybody to I don't chat and drive. I try not. I've been nibbling on it, but that's all the I think it's this thing good info because like I said, everyone's 20, 25. You know, I'm gonna get it a good ponder out there. What happened there? Now I'm just gonna try to get fly. Lay it in my lap. Arrow some grab it, take it that weight off. Right now, I think I'm way out there. David Smith, how's it going? I think I'm way out there in the current scene or something. Feels like I'm already snagged up. There it goes. Going on that bed. See here, see something smacks it. I'll be able to feel it it's on my side. I don't think I got enough weight on this rod to be casting out as far as I am. The closest boat ramp to me, Chris, is it's a boat dock itself, which is a place called Greenwood Boat Docks. Problem of it is it's non-stop snags over there, and on top of the snags, it's also a lot of where all the bad people hang out. I just call it that. People that like to do things that they shouldn't do, put things into their bodies that they shouldn't put into their bodies. So I try to stay away from there. But I try to stay drama free for the most part. I mean, you can't always stay drama free. There's always going to be somebody around doing something stupid, especially here in Louisville. Worse than that. But yeah, I try to stay away from areas where I know there's trouble to keep me from getting into trouble. Uh, Plus, I've been fishing there for years, and I've never had any luck down there. I honestly haven't. Now, if I go further down the river, about I say 20 miles down this direction, way we're facing. I'm gonna see if I can't move this where the sun's not my eyes, but y'all can still see the rods. There we go. If I move down, 20 miles down this direction, I usually can go. There's a boat dock down there. I used to get a fish all the time, and most of my best fish have come off that dock. The problem of it is the owners of that dock, it's a restaurant, has told us no one's allowed to fish down there no more, which has really messed us all up because if I was to go down there, I guarantee you I catch 10, 15 a night. But until I get somewhere where I could go up there and talk to them uh, and say, hey, I want to do this or I want to do that, you know, I don't see me getting back out on the dock. Uh, they are a popular restaurant and they're all about advertisement. So my thought is, I told my wife if I ever get my channel up, a little higher or whatever, I can go up there and I might be able to talk them into letting me, advertise on my channel for them, and let everybody know that they're not allowed to fish there, that I had special permission to do it because, you know, for this reason or for that reason, and maybe they'll let me back out on them docks. I'm praying I can do that because right now this is the only fishing spot I've got in my whole city that I can get to, and I'm getting fed up with it. You know, I'm tired of fishing the same spot. I like going different spots, trying different things, but right now this is the only spot I have access to. My plan was to go to the falls this week. That was canceled out. My sister-in-law, she's got real bad kidney stones. She's disabled. She was burnt when she was 18 months old. She was burnt and died for 5 minutes. Uh, and she's got severe brain damage. She's 37 years old, but she's got the mentality of a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old. And her kidneys wasn't functioning right, so they said she was going through kidney failure. So we had to put her in the hospital, get her kidney stones taken care of, and they decided not to do it while she was in there. So now they're moving that day to Friday. She's got to go back in Friday afternoon to get those done. So we'll see how that works and plays out. But because of that, I've been having to run back and forth to taking the kids to school, getting them, picking them up, and my stepson lives with me, him and his girlfriend, and I've been having to take them back and forth to work. So I can't take off with the vehicle for long enough to get to the falls. Now, so if I got their dirt bike up here and gonna run around here with a radio blaring and act stupid. 30 wonderful people in my stream. I think that's some kind of record, y'all. I honestly do. I don't think I've had that many people in my stream ever. They didn't keep it. Something's got to give. I'm seeing all kinds of bait fish out here jumping, but they ain't taking it. And I've even tried. I was out here the other day, Chris. If you're still in here from hooks, I even tried your favorite bait last week or 2 days ago. I come out here with bacon. I told you that they was hitting me, y'all. Nothing hitting it. They just wasn't committing it. Got my worm again. Gotta hook up on something. I ain't got about 16 night crawlers. Big Slim, what is up? I don't know if I said hi to you earlier. If you are, yeah, I only got about 16 night crawlers left. I've been turning them up the last 2 days. They just ain't hooking up. Thank you, Roger. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a struggle, man. We had, with her health and going back and forth to the hospital. My health, I can't go to work, um, so I can't get my vehicle fixed. The bad thing about it is, it's probably just a $150, $200 part. I'm thinking it's the master cylinder, is what I'm thinking it is. Um, I was talking to a friend of mine because I don't know much about clutches. I've been a mechanic for 30 years, and I don't know much about clutches. I've always been an engine guy, never worked on transmissions other than changing them out. And he knows a lot more about transmissions. And he went through and was telling me, I started telling him what it was doing and everything else. And by the end of the conversation, he said, my next step would be to change that master cylinder because it's a joint master cylinder that's connected to the brakes and the clutch at the same time. And then we're thinking that might be where the problem lies at because what it is my clutch pedal won't engage all the way. Uh, if I turn on the clutch, I can't shift gears. It'll just grind through the gears and everything. And if I adjust the clutch enough to where it does engage the clutch, uh, it's got too much pressure and pops the pedal off. So clutch cable off the pedal. So we're thinking the master cylinder's pressed in, or it might be bottomed out or something, being so old. Because the people I got it from originally told me that since they've owned the vehicle, they've only had anybody that drives manual should know that you usually have about half a pedal of clutch. They've only had this much clutch the whole time they've had it, and they're thinking that if it's bottoming out, that's probably why. Well, see, Duggar, I thought it might have been the pressure plate too, but it's the whole system's brand new. It's got a modular clutch in it. It's got the brand new modular clutch, brand new brand new slave cylinder, brand new clutch, and pressure plate, all three in one. Everything's brand new, less than 6 months old. It's actually had less than 20 miles on it, 3 miles on it since the clutch has been put in. Ernie Brown, how's it going? I'm so sorry to hear that, Alicia. So sorry to hear that. My prayers will be with you for sure. Yeah, we're going through a similar thing. I just found out that my wife's cousin or uncle is a diehard fisherman, and he does the same things I do. He custom builds rods. He does tattoos. He does everything that I do. He does, and we found out the hard way because his son just died last week, and he started doing posts on Facebook for the first time in years. And then we found out all this fun stuff. Local 336, how's it going? It happens, Felicia. Unfortunately, nowadays it happens a little too often, if you ask me. And honestly, it just hurts when you find out somebody you know lost a loved one or whatever. Uh, Personally, I didn't know the person on my side, on my wife's side of the family. I didn't know them, so I didn't know, I don't know them real well anyway. She didn't know him real well either, so it ain't as much of a loss. But when you know somebody, it gets pretty personal. But I'm doing pretty good myself over all this. Pushing through, and I'm going to stay positive. We're going to catch some fish. That's what we're going to do. Kane, how is it going? Maybe my positive note will keep the fight, because right now, they ain't doing nothing. I can't even get a bait fish to fight. I am going to check my cord, though, but for some reason, my power bank is not charging my phone. Give me a second, John. I got to find out why. No, I'm good. Hey y'all, I got somebody who wants to say hi. He was in a chat earlier. This guy GG that was walking that said he hikes this area. Let's say hi to everybody.
Hello.
He come down to say hi. Him and his wife actually met me down here about a month ago, I think.
Yeah.
And I told him about my channel, and I honestly didn't know who he was until he walked back down, and I recognized him. So give me a few minutes. We're gonna talk and play on fish.
I won't keep you long.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
But, I mean, if I do get a pet punch through, you interested in that?
Oh sure. Actually, if you ever have a problem getting down this way, like hiking on the corner right here, I usually use this path right here. There's actually, if you walk through, it actually just walks from step down. You come over a little small creek. I mean, easy path.
Okay.
Down.
Okay.
I know down here about behind Lennon is. Now, I used to fish down there, but the problem is there's so many snags that I stopped fishing that area.
Okay.
So I come down here. But yeah, that's down here. This path right here is usually the easiest path to get down.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one you sent us up to last month. But yeah.
Yep.
I saw those and I was like, I know where he's at.
Yeah. And
Yeah, well, I meant the old post in the back there.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm usually down. I'll be back down here this weekend. Down in there, Catfish Regulators. He's got a tournament coming up this weekend. I'm in. So that's why I'm actually down here trying to catch bait.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, cool. I'd like to keep in touch. So
Oh, that's nice.
you know, I find you interesting, and I like the channel.
Hey, I appreciate that. So, hey, anytime I'm down here, feel free.
Okay, cool. I may bring you up on that if that's all right.
That is fine.
So, all right. Well, thank you, sir.
No problem. Thank you. All right, yeah. My phone is now charging, so that's good. Yeah, I met this gentleman, his wife, about a month ago. They come down, they saw the rods. They asked me could they come up, and I told them yeah. Told them who I was, and they looked up my channel and started to subscribe to my channel. And I didn't know that they subscribed because I never seen a comment or a notification from them. But he just walked down. He actually lives. He likes to hike these woods, and he actually come down because he saw me come past, and he saw me in the stream and realized I was down here. So it's pretty good, pretty cool. Seems like a real nice guy. Of course, we need more of them in this place. I promise you. And what we really need right now is a fishy. Really need a fish. I might be changing the bait rod, put it over on this side of these rods, see what happens. I've seen a lot more bait out there up by the bank. Maybe I'll get lucky catch something. I gotta catch at least one bait fish so I can throw him on the hook. You know, since the people being out here fishing, not having active bait. Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome frustrations. I mean, like I said, him and his wife come down here the other a couple weeks back, about a month ago, and they come down. They talked to me for a few minutes, and I told them I was like, "Yeah, you're more than welcome to come down." I just told them a minute ago because they said they like to watch stuff like this, but they don't get go fishing. And I told them, I said, "Y'all more than welcome anytime you want to. Bring y'all some chairs down, sit and enjoy it." You know, I have no problem with that. I like good company, and I'm cool with that. Steve Mosley, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I wonder how many of those fish out there are jumping out out far are stripers. Because some of them look pretty big. Some of them look fairly big, and they look almost like a striper, so they might be stripers. I've never caught a striper here. I know that they say that they're all through the river, but I've never caught one. I don't think I got anything out there that they would bite on. You know, see, if something big out there by my big rods just rolled. It didn't surface. It just come up and splashed its tail a little bit. It might be a cat. That'd be cool. Even better now that I got my phone charging. All right, I'm gonna turn this rod in. I might put a change up locations with this bait rod. GG. What's up, brother? Thank you for coming in. All right. This way, I'll bring the rod down with me. Oh, yeah, right there by them tree, that down tree in the water, and see what happens. Never know. Maybe there's something. I keep on seeing fish over there. Maybe there's something over there. We shall see. Lay the rod in my lap, and let it pull. Still got 29 wonderful people in the house. I appreciate it. Now, when it starts getting dark out here, y'all, we'll have to shut down the stream. Uh, I'll probably pull up Aaron's live on my other phone so I can see what's going on about the tournament and everything. But if it starts getting dark, I will have to cut the stream. Uh, Being that this is a bait mission, I didn't bring all my lights and stuff down with me. I just brought down the lightest gear I could carry. Yeah, David, that's why I normally catch down here in Flathead because there's so many down trees in this area. I mean, it's a Flathead haven. Uh, I did a tournament on a guy named Catfish Regulator that's on here. I don't know if you follow him or not. Uh, he had a 77 tournament, and I was out here with my niece, and I got a Muddy River Catfish flathead rod, and those things do not bend for anything. And I had about an 8 9 inch bullhead on there live, and something bent that rod completely in half and almost emptied out the rod holder. Almost broke her ankle because she was sitting with her feet by the rod holder. And to try to keep me from losing my rod, I ran to it as fast as I could. Unfortunately, I didn't hook up on it. He had to be a beast. All right, thank you. Want to be? I mean, with this water being as calm as it is, I've never seen it this calm in my life. As it calm as it is, I mean, you're just seeing bait fish jump everywhere. Uh, so it's just mind-boggling that I haven't at least caught a piece of bait yet. I don't understand why. Oh, my wife tried to call on Messenger. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna call and make sure everything's okay at the house. We'll go from there. Put this down here where I can watch it. Come on, get where I can do something with it. All right, give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna step away. Actually, y'all for a second. I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to make sure everything was okay at the home front with the wife. She honestly didn't even know I was going live. She knew I was coming down here to go bait fishing and everything else. She didn't know I was going live. She's like, "Well, I just wanted to see your face." So I called her on Messenger. I'm like, "Well, all you gotta do is go on YouTube, turn on the TV. I'm on there." I got a bad habit that nicotine habit. I don't like to smoke on my channel. YouTube has been flagging me for it. They've been making comments. So anytime I go to light one, I have to walk off screen. So give me 30 seconds, and I'll be right back in. If one of my rods goes down, y'all feel free to grab it and come in for me. All right, y'all, I'm back. Yeah, let's get ridiculous. Let's get ridiculous. These bait fish ain't biting. I just see them splashing everywhere around us, but they're just not biting for some reason. Maybe I should switch up baits. Normally, the only thing I hit on is macros. Maybe I should try some chicken or something. What y'all think? All I have is just plain chicken breast. My brother gave it to me, brought it home the other day. But since they're not biting on anything else, they might bite on chicken. Maybe I guess. Got to catch something. Retrieve it all the way down this bank side. Yeah, those the Monster Hydros, they are awesome. My son actually got me hooked on those. Uh, he got me hooked on them because I like energy drinks. I drink them all the time, and the fact of having an energy drink that also hydrates you is great. You know, not used to not used to the two things at the same time. Like something's chasing my bait rod. I can see them out there chasing it. And unfortunately, I didn't bring my sabiki rigs with me. Maybe they might work today. They don't normally work up here, but if I throw it out there front of them again, yeah, they're actually chasing it now. I do have some flies. I don't know if those will work or not. Put some flies on there and throw me a little weight on there and cast it over there and see what happens. Never know, it might work. I know I ain't got enough weight on this thing to cast it out where I'm casting it now, because I'm casting it way out in the middle of the towards the middle of the river. And I think I got a 2 ounce sinker on there, and even though the water looks still, the current, the undercurrent is pretty strong. Just dragging it right on down the bank. Catch something, or did I snag up again? Felt something hit it. Now I yanked up on it, but feels like it's a snag. Yeah, I think I'm over that dang in that dang channel again. Keep on casting over the ledge. I cast out that far, dropping it down that deep channel. Something's swimming up this way. It almost looks like it's a gar or something. I ain't never seen no gar up here. Maybe I can catch him and use him for bait, y'all. What y'all think? I'm out there playing with it, but they ain't taking it. All right, I done pulled my worm off, so I'm gonna let Jesse. How's it going? I pulled my worm off, so I guess I'm gonna throw a piece of chicken and see what happens. Never know, might work. Small piece. Chicken on skeleton. Ain't no friend. Good channel cat bait. Okay. Carp or something swim by small stuff. Crab. 23 beautiful people. Thank y'all for all staying with me, even though we're not catching any fish. At least not yet, we're not. I do believe if I could catch a bait fish, I would be okay to catch other fish. With this water looking like it does right now, I do believe that I can catch some cats if I can catch some bait fish. I tried everything. I tried throwing that up here. I tried I have what they call the crab net. Something's playing with it. I got a crab net type deal that's a umbrella trap. Umbrella trap. I've tried throwing it out. Uh, all I catch is the baby shiners. I don't catch any of the bigger fish, any bigger bait fish in them. Uh, if I go throw out here usually with a night crawler and a little 3/0 hook or something like that, I normally catch these small, like the white bass, drum, occasional carp. Occasionally, I'll catch a skipjack when I'm reeling in. I'll take it easy. Yeah, finish up the supper for the kiddo. I wouldn't be out here right now, but I made a about 2.5 gallons worth of chili night before or last night when I got done with it. So they got food for a day or two. I don't think I don't think there's anything on there, but I think the chicken might be the ticket. The reason I say that, I think I had two hits on it already on my left, just full. And where I've got it sitting at, I'm seeing a bunch of ripples come up. So I do believe they're in the area right there. You see all the bubbles around it. Well, maybe it's the ticket. We'll see. I'd rather have pork chops. I'm so tired of eating soups and chilies and stuff, but that's what the kids usually like. They like spaghettis and chilies and stuff like that. So I usually cater to them. I'll eat whatever they want to make. You know, they say they want me to make spaghetti, I make spaghetti. They want chili, I'll make chili. Me myself, I'd rather have a pork chop steak or something like that. But I'm not picky. Food is food, as long as I can eat. Yeah, they're jumping right out in front of me now. Right out here in front of me. In front of me. So maybe they're starting to move in. Maybe it's chicken with what I needed. But now all the splashing and all the fish activity I see from the bait fish are right around where my lines are. There's actually something, like skipjack or something out there, something about chicken. I don't think it's skipjack or chicken, but well, they're all jumping out there about 2 feet in front of me. Oh, something just grabbed it. I get him? Nope. He let go of it right at the last minute. Dang it. All right, thank you, Roger. Thanks for stopping in. I expected we probably get pretty low on people's numbers right now because it being around dinner time. I usually don't price. I normally don't fish at this time, but I figured I'd come out here and give it a shot. So if anybody has to go take care of dinner or anything like that, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, and I understand. might try to see if I got a smaller hook. It's a small hook as it is, but for some reason they won't hold on to it. Don't grab it, but they ain't holding on to it. I'll throw and pull it, and I'm gonna yank it out of my hand, but it ain't setting no hook. Yeah, the big fish are starting to roll in now as the sun's starting to set a little bit. Seeing some bigger ones out in the middle flopping around, flashing their tail. I guess that's why the bait fish seem like they're getting in closer. Felt something smack my rod. Some out there pulling on it, but they ain't pulling hard enough to do anything. Yeah, I'm using circle hook. That's why I'm trying to make sure they're hooking up as far as getting in their mouth. But I can feel them pulling it and swimming away with it, and uh, they're still spitting it right before I get to the bank. So now I had some little 10 or size 10 bait holder hooks that I used to creek. I might switch out and put one of them things on there. Because they act like it's little 3-aught circle hooks big. But I've never had an issue with it being too big before. I've used 5-aught before, they're fine. So 3-aught is plenty small enough. Been trying to give them a little bit of slack also. If they start biting it and then let go of it, I'll give them a little bit of slack and let them run with it, hoping they'll hook themselves, but that ain't working either. You on there? Bart, how's it going? Out here bait fishing. I do got catfish rods out, but they ain't done nothing. I've got some junk bait on them though. I ain't got a real bait. Right now I'm trying to catch some real bait. I tried some chicken, got a couple nibbles off of it, but I was getting more nibbles off the night crawler. I guess I'll go back to night crawler since all the bait fish are swimming in now. Before they was all out about 25, 30 yards out. Now I'm seeing them all down the bank, probably 5 or 6 yards off the bank. So I was getting nibbles out there, so I'm surprised to see what happens. Sun's starting to set a little bit over the hillside. So hopefully, if I'm lucky, uh, with them moving in on the bank, I should be able to get something. I only need 2 or 3. Actually, right now I'd be happy with one. At least give me one an hour before the sun actually goes down. I got my catfish rods out here. Rod has a real bait. I don't see that. Did not bring any of my lights with me because I wasn't planning on staying out here at the dark. So this whole day, this whole venture was the bait. white bass, drum, carp, and skipjack right along the bank all day long. Last two trips I've taken out here, I've spent about 6 8 hours out here. Last 3 days, I've spent 3 hours a day. I've been out. See here, been live for almost 2 hours, and I was out here about 30 minutes before that. Uh, Day before yesterday, I spent about 4 hours out here, and the only thing I managed to catch was a baby flathead, about 6 to 7 inches long. I have to use him for bait because he swallowed the hook and was bleeding real bad. Beautiful sunset over these mountains, over this hillside. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Sun might blind y'all out, maybe. He had it, he ran with it, and then he spit it. Almost got my nightfall. Booger. Seen a lot of movement right here in that spot, so we'll give that a shot and see what happens. Worst case scenario, I'll catch a fish. Chelsea. It's actually the spot where I catch that, where I normally catch fish anyway. I thought they'd be further up down so didn't think it mattered too much. Just waiting for something to take it. From the looks of things, I'll be spending the whole day, most of the day tomorrow at the creek. I was trying to catch some stuff out of the river itself for bait, but if they're not biting down here today, then I'll be taking my butt to the creek to where I know I got bait for this weekend. I'm not trying to go out and do this tournament with Aaron Cabin without bait, so I guess I'll go back to my normal creek and get me some bait. Rattle Trap, how's it going? Thank you for coming in. We're just sitting out here catching nothing. trying to catch bait right now, and that's the main reason why I'm out here. Picture, and I got a couple catfish rods out just in case. But the whole reason of coming out today was to catch bait, and it's foiled me so far. They're out there jumping around now, moving, but they ain't taking the. They're not taking it. So I'm seeing a bunch of them move. I mean, there's ripples everywhere out there by the bank. They just for some reason. Sorry, I had looked them tracks like that. I've had a bobcat or something up here by stalking either a bobcat or a cougar up here while I've been fishing. He was out here stalking me last time I was out here. And I've been watching the tracks to see what kind of footprints I see in tracks I see in the mud to find out what it is. So far, I'm thinking it's a bobcat. David, I wish you was home too, brother. I appreciate it, brother Crap. I appreciate it. I'm actually probably going to be on for another about a half an hour of that because I didn't bring none of my lights with me tonight like I normally do. Normally I got all my lights out here, but I didn't bring it out with me. Trying to make a light trip because I was hoping I'm sitting on a cooler that my daughter got me. It's a cooler chair bag that carries all my gear at the same time. She got it for me a couple years back, and I use it when I go light fishing and trying to travel light. And since it's a 5 gallon bucket, I can put my fish in it. I figured I'd come as light as I can and try to fill it up with fish so I don't have to walk as far carrying it home. But I guess I'm gonna be foiled by that. As bad as that chicken smells, my brother-in-law gave me some chicken he had out the other day that he was using when he was at a pond that he fishes in. Uh, I smelled it for the first time, and it's foul. You would think at least a channel cat by now would come by and grab a piece of that. But they ain't messing that. Papa T, what is going on? Living the dream. Well, more like a nightmare. But we did. Jesse, I've had some little bait nibbles. That's about it. Nothing's touched either one of my catfish rods. Of course, I don't have no real bait on them either. I've got chicken on one and pork fat on the other one. So I wasn't expecting to get much on them. I was hoping on coming out and catching a bunch of bait and cutting up a piece of white bass or something and putting it on there. But unfortunately, uh, they've eluded me so far. I've got some nibbles, but they won't hook up. This water looks so calm out here. It looks like I just walk across it. I mean, literally, it looks like it's a sheet of glass. I don't know. I wish something would bite. At least give me one bait fish for the day. Tuna belly, huh? Now I've tried some weird stuff like that, Jesse. I mean, I have. I had what was I trying? I went and done. I couldn't get bait one time because all the creeks and stuff, and the river was flooded, and I wanted to go fishing. So I went to the store and I bought some tilapia. I think I bought some whole tuna and stuff like that. And they did not touch the fish. I never got a bite off the tilapia at all. Tim, how's it going? We out here trying to get some bait so I can actually catch a fish, but they've eluded me today for some reason. Uh, but yeah, I tried tilapia, didn't have no luck off of those. Whole cut salmon. I got some nibbles off the salmon, but as far as actually hooking up on anything worth calling a fish, I did not have any luck with it. Uh, my best bait since I've been down here so far has been uh, bluegill, skipjack, and carp. And the three best baits down here. And the bluegill only works if I get them from a stream or creek down here by the river. Uh, I've tried because my brother-in-law goes to a spot by my mother-in-law's house, and they have monster bluegill. I'm talking the bluegill down there are, as Tim would call them, donkey baits. And I brought some down here. I think he caught 15 of them one day and brought them down here to me, and I did not get a bite off of them the whole day. Turn around the next day, and I know the fishing changes from day to day, so that doesn't mean anything. But at the same time, I went down to the creek down here where I normally fish at. I caught 3 or 4 bluegill, and I had 2 fish on within maybe 10 minutes. But see, the difference is, I believe, uh, is that they the creek I fish in to get my bluegill and my all my bullheads and stuff, it does connect to the Ohio River. It's the same water system, uh, and so I think that's why they work better in this water because they're actually from the same body of water to a point. Uh, so it's a familiar scent. Duggar, I've tried throwing skipjack lure. I come down here. I've spent probably 18 hours in total uh, down here on the bank. Come down here first thing in the morning, late at night, middle of the day. Uh, Homemade sabiki rigs and stuff. I've sit down here for hours. I spent 16 to 18 hours down here throwing sabiki rig. Never caught a skipjack out of here. Never. Now I have caught skipjack on accident on night crawling. On the retrieve. When I'm retrieving it back in, I'll get hit by a skipjack and get bites. Uh, I haven't had much luck. So it's one of those things. This is the weirdest body of water I've ever fished. I mean, I've fished the Ohio River for many, many years, at least 35 years. This location in general is probably the weirdest place I've ever fished. Uh, it's like right now, like I said, the whole water, all the water is a solid sheet of glass. It looks like a lake. I mean, it looks like a sheet of glass. I'm not making that up. It don't look like there's any current or anything else. But the undercurrent itself, the rod that I'm using for my bait rod has a 3 ounce weight on it, a no row sinker. Uh, I got a 4 ounce on one of those and a 5 ounce on the other one, and they're barely holding bottom. So the undercurrent is very strong. So it's still pulling the sinkers and stuff. If I cast this bait rod out more than 20 yards, the current's still pulling it downriver. Um, I've never caught any catfish during the day out here. I I don't usually catch many catfish in Kentucky period during the day, but down here it's a different monster. They don't bite unless the water is completely smooth like this, and then they bite. I don't understand it. All right. These river sucker, I wish, Tim. I wish. I've had no luck getting in it. I've tried catching everything. Like I was telling, I think it was Duggar that asked earlier about a throw net. Now this whole area, I mean, I can pan out here right now, and y'all can probably see it since the water's so calm. You can see the ripples all over the place in the bait fish. They're everywhere out there. Normally if I come down here, I'm catching uh drum. I'm catching let's see, drum, white bass, perch, bass hunters. How's it going? Uh, but yeah, I'm catching drum, white bass, the occasional skipjack, the occasional carp. All those bait fish are in this area. They stay in this area, and then at night, as soon as the sun starts to drop, you can watch it when it's calm like this. You can watch the fish, the bait fish. You can see them out about 50 yards out there splashing, and you can see them as the sun starts to go down. They come in closer and closer and closer to get away from the bigger fish. Because it's a big channel that comes through here. It goes in and it's basically a sand flat. It comes in like this. It drops off about 10 foot, comes back up a little bit, then drops off another 5 foot, and it just does like this, like stair steps all the way down. And there's a real deep path in the middle because the barges come through here so much. So what happens is the bait fish, once the big fish start moving in, the bait fish start swimming up close. So I usually start off kind of deep and then I try to move in closer as the night goes on. Normally by now, with them rolling as much bait fish as you can see swimming around, by now normally I'd have 10 or 15 of them already hooked. But for some reason, the last two times I've come out here, they haven't been biting. Uh, the catfish, on the other hand, they've been doing weird stuff. They've been doing real weird stuff. It's like the other day, the only fish I caught out here, I was bait fishing. I was out probably, I'd say 35 yards with my bait rod, 40 yards out with my bait rod. Uh, Not 50. I mean, I was out with bait rod. And so we have, right now, we have the eel swimming through. They're migrating. The migration's pretty much over, but a lot of them eel get trapped in these little channels like this on the river. And so I've been trying to catch an eel while I'm out here. So I was out parked pretty far, and I hooked into a baby flathead about 6 inches, 7 inches long. Well, unfortunately, he swallowed the hook so bad that he was bleeding. I mean, I put him out of the water, and it was a trail of blood the whole way up. So I knew even by leaving the hook in him, he wasn't going to live. So instead of letting him go to waste, I went ahead and cut him up and put him on the hook and used him for bait. And sure enough, right at sunset, right about this time, that green rod, the very second was green rod. That's my fish player rod I built. The other one, the orange was the 9.5 foot whisker figure. But the green rod bent over almost completely in half uh, with a piece of cut flathead on it, which surprised the crap out of me. But it actually took a bite on flathead. It was probably another flathead. And with this water being as low as it is right now, this is the lowest this water's been in probably, I want to say close to a month or two. It hasn't been this low, even when we was in midsummer. It was hot. Uh, it hasn't been this low, and I know there's a lot of flathead in this area. Even when I'm not trying to catch flathead, I catch flathead. So I'm guessing there's gonna be more now that the water's low. And now it's about to get crazy. You got my boat feeding through, and you got two barges side by side coming the opposite direction. So you might want to slow down and pay attention. Yeah, there's no common sense right there. Dot, did I say hi to you earlier? If not, I'm sorry. Uh, that's what you call no common sense right there. I don't know if y'all seen how fast he was floating through here. There is literally a barge, and he's heading straight for the barge. So I don't know if he can see it or what, or he's just that stupid. Yeah, he just now swerved to keep from hitting the barge. Something no. Yeah, that's what I said, Tim. I mean, it's usually like that. Uh, Down here, I can normally hook into a nice blues, But if I'm out here fishing most days, uh, the majority of my fish are flatheads because there's so much structure in this water. Uh, because as you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but if you, I don't even know if you can hear me because it's waves now from this boat. There's a tree down right here, and this tree that goes through, it's about a 35-foot, 40-foot tree. Well, as they fall over, they just land in the water and they stay there. That one's been there about 3 or 4 years, and there's 6 more on this side that just lay there. Give me a second, y'all. I'm waiting till this wake calms down a little bit because I know y'all can't hear nothing. It ain't gonna calm down for long because I got a barge coming through too. But yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of those trees down here. Those are my prime flathead spots. The only problem with those is when you cast into them, you do not get your rig back. You do not. It does not happen. There's no way possible. It just don't happen. Uh, and unless I've got the extra rigs and everything else, and and I'm targeting flathead specifically, I do not go to that spot. Yeah, unless I'm fishing for flathead specifically, I try to stay away from the brush pile nightmare down here. Now I thought I got a little nibble on one of my big rods when them waves was kicking. I know the waves didn't do it. Okay, waves come all the way up here and splash me where I'm sitting at and still not moving rods. But it acts like there's something on there, but I don't think there is. No, it's good. We shall see if something will take it. Now you got 2 barges coming back to back here, and then you got a speedboat coming in close towards me. Hopefully he don't hit my lines. Now the speedboats I don't pay attention to, but I don't mind the barges when they come through. We do get barge fights. That's an itty bitty boat, y'all. I don't think I'd take it out there in this river or not. Well, right now I might because the current's so slow. But yeah, that's only about look like an 8 or 10 foot. Look like a John boat. I wouldn't take it out on this river. Hey, he's pulling up. Look like he's about to pull his boat up on the bank. Later, Tim. I'm about to shut the stream down anyway. It's starting to get dark out here, and I wasn't planning on staying after dark, so I didn't bring my lights. Uh, I can still see for probably about a half an hour after it gets dark, but after that, I can't see nothing. So I'll have to be out of here by then. So that's a treacherous walk going up the mountainside up the hill. So I want to make sure I'm way out of the way before it happens. Before it gets dark. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the ocean. All right, see you later, cuz. Like I said, I ever get a chance to get down that way, I'll be down there. Right now, it's waiting on getting one of these cars running that I actually make it somewhere. Because the only vehicle we have running right now is a little 99 Dodge Grand Caravan. Oh, I just hit my bait rod. Bounced it hard. All we got right now is a little 99 Dodge Grand Caravan that 300,000 miles beat the crap. So yeah, I don't trust it going for no long distances. Farthest I went with it so far is Lake Michigan. Oh, I think I got something on. Come on, stay on there, please. Please stay on there. He's still on there? He's on there. Oh, where'd that catch? White bass, y'all. Perfect. Exactly what I was needing. I knew they was coming in. He smacked me hard too. All right. Well, now it's too late to put him on the hook though. Sorry, he'll go in the bucket. He'll go in the bucket. Get back down there before sunset. He's back to stranger. Put him on stranger. Decent bait though. Real nice bait. What y'all think? He should work. Guys, I'm just going to throw him up there in this puddle of water up there and let him stay alive until I get ready to leave. If I can't get back out there and catch another, I need about 10 of those. If I catch another one of those, I might cut him up even though the sun's going down and I got to get out of here. Maybe I'll get lucky. It won't take too long. But I knew if they'd be coming in. Dale, how's it going? Oh, I guarantee he's full of my crawlers. But yeah, that's what I normally catch right about that size. And it's about prime time for them too. So maybe I'll get lucky and load up on them. I don't know if I'll be able to keep him alive the whole way. I might be able to. I might make a some kind of stringer or something to hold him in for now. But he hit that pretty dang hard. He almost took my rod in. Same distance. Same distance out there. See what happens, y'all. So some kind of bait is successful. We got something at least. Let's see if I catch another one. But I am going to try to make a stringer of some kind to put him on. Try to keep him alive until I get out of here. If I got to take one of my fishing, my big rods and hook him and throw him back out there, like keep him alive as long as possible. And that puddle of water ain't that deep, so. I might have to wait on that stringer, y'all. And that's all you need. Now we can turn this barge. It's going to make everything even harder. I'm not going to worry about a stringer. I'm only going to be down here another half an hour anyway. He's going to go in the freezer when I get home, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw him the baggie. Just go ahead and throw him in the baggie, let him flop. If I can't catch at least one more, one or two more would be great. I would cut him up and put him away and put him on my catfish rod, but considering the factor I'll be leaving out of here in about 10 minutes anyway, there's no sense in it. Well, at least I know I got some kind of bait for this tournament coming up this weekend. It might only be one piece, but it's a start. They come out of the river, so that's a good thing. I usually have pretty good luck with this white bass, even if it's frozen. So now I only got about a 4-block walk, 5-block walk, so he might live until I get him home and put him in the bait tank. You never know. At least one or two of them probably will. I'll catch more. Well, y'all, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this stream. I've actually need to go in and check on Aaron, the catfish regulators, to find out where I stand in the tournament, what day, and who my partner is. I appreciate everybody coming in. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.